Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Inga Cotton. I'm the founder and executive director of San Antonio Charter Moms, and it's enrollment season, but we're actually talking about a school that has ongoing enrollment. So we're featuring Premier High School San Antonio Ingram, which is one of I think over 50 Premier High School campuses. But our guest today is an expert on one campus in particular. So our guest is Gustavo Escobar. He's the campus director of Premier High School San Antonio Ingram, which is kind of on the northwest Loop 410 side of town. So Gustavo, thank you for joining us on Charter Moms Chats to talk about Premier High Schools.
Mm-hmm. Well, thank you very much, Ms. Kine, for the invitation. It's always an honor to, be part of Charter School Moms and make it aware that we're here to help our students out, and parents, if they're having a hard time looking for what kind of schools would fit my child. We're here to, help out our community to make our students successful. And that's our goal here, to ensure that students are successful, but also that parents are satisfied with the education that they're receiving.
Yeah. You're speaking my language, because I feel like that's what's so important about school choice is finding programs that are unique and that are the right fit for kids, because it's not one size fits all. And you guys serve a non-traditional type of student, right? So, and it's so important. I think sometimes I read complaints about, well, why do we have a charter school system when we have a traditional public school system? But the answer is that schools like Premier High School are serving a need that maybe the traditional schools aren't filling. And so, when I really enjoy being able to tell these stories and make the case for like why we need all these unique learning models. So I'm wondering, maybe before we get into the details about your particular campus, the Ingram campus, can you kind of explain, like, what does Premier High Schools do? Like, what's the mission? What type of students are you guys trying to support?
So what we do, our whole mission is providing hope for our community, especially for our students, those who have fallen behind on academic schoolwork, because for different reasons. It can be anxiety, it can be health problems that maybe their credits were not awarded to them. It can be just for a smaller environment, educational system. We're here to help our students and, again, provide the hope to let them know, hey, only because you fell behind doesn't mean that you cannot graduate with your class of the year, or you can't move along or graduate early and go do things that you want to do, like go into university, trade school, military, things like that. So we're here to provide hope to our community.
Yeah, well, I think that's really key. There are students who, for whatever reason, right, like they look at their age and then you look at how many credits they have, and maybe it's not matching up, and they may be feeling discouraged, but then they need a program that has more flexibility, that's going to kind of meet them where they're at, and also help them accelerate their learning. So like you said, maybe they can catch up with their age cohort. So can you talk more about like what's the process of like welcoming a new student? Like, how do you kind of look at the coursework that they have and then figure out what's a plan so you can get them towards that real diploma, right? It's not a GED, it's a real high school diploma. And then that opens doors for them, right? If they do want to go to college, get certifications, join the military, things like that.
Yes, ma'am. So we are accredited by the state of Texas. We do our STAR test here. We were actually rated A 2 years ago by the state of Texas. So really, it was a really awesome experience because our teachers put in their efforts. So how does the process work? We always highly encourage our parents that are interested in just the school, just kind of know a little bit more, to apply online. It doesn't commit them to anything. Apply online. We'll set up a one-on-one appointment. I myself, as campus director, meet with the student and the parents, and I want to know, what can we do to help you guys? What is your needs? What are you looking in school? I explain to them how they can be successful here, how they can move along the curriculum, how they can be successful here. Show them the school, give them the tour, and give them some information of how they can be successful after high school, because our goal is not just a high school diploma. It is a high school diploma, and what is our goal after then? We want to ensure our students are set in the right path to be successful after high school.
Yeah, and so you talk about the importance of like getting them on a path so they can continue to succeed even after they leave Premier High Schools, right? And then like you want to get them thinking about the types of jobs that they might want to do, right? Like where do I fit in the world? Like where am I needed? So I guess one of those conversations like that you have with students where you try to expand their imagination and maybe grow their ambitions about what they want to do in life.
Yeah, so I have a lot of students who, of course, they come in with a lot of different ambitions and goals after high school, and we sit down, we create a grad plan for them, and to that fits their needs. If they want to go into university or college, we try to give them the TSIs, any post-secondary education, and kind of go and fit in their graduation plan with those courses. Also, we do dual credit. So if students want to start working on dual credit courses, we offer dual credit here. We're working on partnerships with different agencies here. We bring in guests from technical schools, from universities that can talk about trade schools that they offer, courses they offer. We have brought in last week. We brought in the Big Sur County Sheriff's Department. They provide job opportunities for our students who have a high school diploma. They'll come in and provide them the written and the physical test for our students who are 18 years of age. And after they graduate from us, they'll have a job with the county working for the Sheriff's Department. So again, we meet with our students and the parents and kind of see what their needs are, and we make it happen. We bring in recruiters too for the military. We have several students this year who have enlisted and have already shipped out because again, it's a self-paced program. So once students are done here and have earned their last credit and completed their senior packet, they're done, and they get to enjoy their summer, and we'll see them at graduation in June.
Yeah, that's really exciting. Okay, so one of the things you mentioned earlier was that, like for example, like the 4 hour school day, right? It's like it's not that's one of the obstacles that students face, right? Is like a typical high school day might be like 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. And for students who maybe have young children of their own or are working to support themselves and their families, like that traditional school day is really an obstacle for them. So, what is the school day like at Premier, and what are some of the things that you do in order to like keep students involved in the program, in spite of whatever other things they're juggling in their lives?
Yes, ma'am. So yes, the schedule right now we have ninth grade through 12th grade. Ninth grade by credits are in school from 8 to 2 o'clock. They do have a 30-minute lunch, and 10th graders, 11th and 12th graders are here for 4 hours from 8 to 12 or 12:30 or 4:30. Now you would be surprised teenagers saying, "Well, 4 hours, yeah, I'm only there in school for 4 hours, and I get to go home or go to work." So a lot of our students stay after school and they want to be successful. They stay here. They enjoy coming here. So that's a big also commitment, and also it shows that they enjoy coming to school with our students because our teachers care for the students, and like you said, a lot of the students have to go and provide for their families. Some of them are parents themselves, so they have to go and work, and they're here for 4 hours. And a lot of our students are self-driven students, and they come in, they work from 8 to 12 or 12:30 to 4:30 Monday to Friday, and they can still do the same amount of work or even more than anybody in a public school. So it's really neat to see, and our students are very hardworking students along with our teachers.
Yeah. Well, that's something I know from the short period of time when I was a homeschool mom. If you condense in all the academic parts of the day, it doesn't take the full 8 hours. It's really, you can make a lot of, and then I remember from visiting. I don't think I've been inside your location yet, but I remember visiting the Windcrest campus one time, and then just seeing this is why I really encourage families like go visit, because like what you think is on the inside of the building, it might not be what you expect. It's almost like being in an office or like a higher ed type setting, because there's sort of common areas and there's rooms where students can do labs and group work and stuff. But there's a lot of like desks with partitions, so they can really just really focus on, right. So you're describing these are students who are very driven. They know what their goals are. They want to get in there and get their work done, and they can go faster than just this course in one semester. It's like, and they're getting all this like feedback and encouragement, and supervision about like, hey, you've mastered this unit. It's time to move on. Hey, you've mastered another unit. You've got your credit. It's time to move on. And so like that, you talked about the intake. There's like a counseling aspect of like looking at the credits they have, but that's ongoing, right? As you monitor their progress.
Yes, ma'am. We do that every day, every week. We're just trying to ensure where the students are academically. We have our academic progress chart that the students have individualized in their carrels. It's their small little space where they work, and they see their progress. We can see our progress, and we hold them accountable, and we hold each other accountable. It's like, hey, we're here to help you out. What was our goal intended to come here to Premier High School? And you mentioned you never been to our school. I highly invite you to come over, check it out. we've been, this is our 7th year in existence. Any parent who's watching, give us a call, and just, even if you don't set up, you don't make an application, just say, hey, I saw your live and I want to go check out your school. Maybe I'm thinking about it for next year. Our enrollment is not open up for next year, but we are still enrolling for this school year. So if you just want to come and check it out during the summer, I'm here all summer. So call, we'll show you the school. And yes, our students, it's a self-individualized program for our students. They'll come in, they'll sit down, they'll work on their curriculum, and just if they need assistance, our teachers will be here to guide them. Same with star testing. Star testing, a lot of our students get anxious about taking a test. And here, since we're such a small classroom environment, there's less stress, less overwhelming for our students. And of course, they perform better in the STAR test or any state assessment or post-secondary assessment.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm asking a question that I don't know the answer to, but for the STAR test, do y'all have to follow the state schedule for administering STAR, or can you, it's like, hey, you're still missing the algebra test. Let's sit down and do that. Like, are you able to get students caught up on end of course exams?
Yes, ma'am. So we do have to go by schedule by the state level. So normally, whenever every North Side HD school is testing, we are also testing. We take a lot of pride in making sure our students perform well in start testing. Nobody likes testing, I understand, but our goal is to ensure they take it one time and they're done. And we're very committed to that. Not just in the state testing, but in their curriculum, coursework, earning those credits, making sure they meet the standard for any post-secondary education, ASVAB, TSI, ACTs, etc.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and the fact that you offer dual credit, I mean, not every traditional high school is offering dual credit, and that's a really important way so that when the students do go to college, they already have some credits they can take with them. It makes their college more affordable for them, and they're closer to the finish line of earning their college degree.
Yes, ma'am. That's correct. We have about 3 students right now taking dual credits. Last semester, we had 3 students as well taking dual credits. So we're hoping to increase that. We have students that take their TSIs. We highly recommend it to take a ASVAB. We always encourage our students to take the ASVAB test just to ensure, what kind of jobs would you get, or what kind of jobs would you be good at, not just for the military, but just as a job cluster. So it's good to see, and we always try to ensure our students to expand their knowledge, not just to focus on one thing, because life throws a lot of curveballs. You never know when you might need that TSI score or ACT or ASVAB score.
Yeah. Well, and you mentioned about helping students think about what career path they might want to take, but also I think you also mentioned earlier about having Bexar County Sheriff or other technical schools that can come and visit. So what are some of the sort of career education courses that students are involved in Prima Ingram?
So you were saying some of the career technology courses that they.
Yeah.
So some of them that we're focusing on right now is business courses. So students focus, our CTE courses are mainly focused on that continue through the sequence of business management courses. And once they complete, they can take the certification to earn level 1, level 2 business management certificates.
Yeah, that's great. Having business skills serves you in so many different types of fields you can go into. So even running a small business or working in a larger business, those are, even in the nonprofit space, I need to use business too. So
yes, and every year it changes, Ms. Cohen. We have, the next year we'll have another new group of students that might be interested in cosmetology. We always do surveys with our students. We want to know what our community wants and what their needs are. So if we see a high need of a career or courses that students are interested in, we will do our best to ensure that we provide that to our students.
Yeah. Well, and that's one of the benefits of it's a small, close-knit community. I think some of the feedback we get from parents is that they worry that their high schoolers are overwhelmed by just how many other students there are at a big high school. So it's great to have all those options, all the different programs you can choose from. It can be overwhelming, and a student can kind of get lost. And there's real value in having a school leader and teachers that know each student individually and can tell if something seems off or that student needs a little extra support. Um,
Mhm.
and I think I remember you and I talked about this last year. I think that there's sort of adulting or sort of life skills, like, things you can kind of coach the students on, so that because you want them to succeed even after, right? So I don't know, do you ever do like resume workshops or things like that?
Yeah, we do resume workshops. We do financial aid workshops. We do with our bilingual parents. We bring them in. We have a night where we sit down and we show them the skills of how to do financial aid, how to complete resumes for their students. Just because the language is not there, we try to ensure that things are possible. You were talking about, how to show them. Uh, Things, skills for after high school. We always try and ensure, hey, make sure we're here on time. There's a reason why, because jobs require that. Even commitments require that. So you hit it right on the nail. We're not a school that just a number for a student here. We know them by first name, last name. Uh, I sit with every parent, with every student, and I want to know what their needs are. I don't want to enroll students just for a number. I want to get to know them, know who they are, and welcome them every morning. I know every student by first and last name. I know their parents. So we're such a small community, but we are a family here, and I enjoy that. I really like that everyone knows everyone, and if someone's in need, we will help out our students and our families.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I know from visiting social media that you all, have traditions and fun activities you do. I know graduations are a big deal and Red Ribbon Week, and so
Mhm.
are there any stories you can share that kind of give a sense of like what this community, what this culture is like?
Yeah, so right now our culture, it's been, I was just talking to one of my supervisors that our culture, our parents are very involved. They want to know, they want to help out, and we welcome that. I think always the fun thing about any high school is the graduation. When students come in, and I go back to saying, providing hope for our students, and parents are always thanking us, like, oh, thank you, Mr. Escobar, or thank you, teacher, for helping us and allowing us. And I always go back and say, like, no, it's your students, and we mean it that the students come in and put the work, and the parents do too. Because without them, we would not be here. So our students come in, they put in the work, they put in the effort. We are just a resource, a tool for our community. So everything's with the student, and of course we're here to help out. But um, one of the biggest, I think, awesome memories that a student came in. She was enrolled at a school. She wanted to go to A&M, and she was not accredited. The school was not accredited. So we bring her in. She starts from scratch one, from as a ninth grader. In 2.5 years, she gets it done, and she becomes our valedictorian. That's a good experience, and everything's possible. And you put your effort, you put 100%. Come in, work hard. We'll help our students out and succeed. And at the end of the day, our success is their success is our success.
Yeah, well, I think that's really important when you said providing hope, that you guys are offering a solution so that if, maybe as a student felt discouraged and they felt like that too many doors were closed to them because they didn't have their high school diploma yet, and you guys are offering a solution and a pathway so that once they earn that high school diploma, then all these other possibilities are unlocked for them, different jobs they can get, or joining the military, or yeah, going to a college like Texas A&M. I mean, that's a dream come true.
Yes, it was a big dream come true, especially for the parents. The parents weren't sure, if the student was going to be able to finish and accomplish, and they had never heard about premier high schools. And we've been here for 4 or 5 years. So again, I thank you very much for opening your social page for us, and to try and expand our marketing to let parents know, hey, we are here to help our students, especially if your student is needing assistance, or just come and check out our school. We're here for that.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
There were so many students experienced disruptions in the last few years, and but the important thing is to get them back on track and help them, get caught up, get accelerated. Yeah, take all the different tests and stuff you guys offer, all the counseling. It gets them to that solution. But yeah, I agree. They should come and visit. Like I want to come see your campus sometime and just see. Yeah, I haven't been inside yet, so
Yes, ma'am. You're more than welcome to at any time. I always, we're talking about academics. We're talking about, how can students be successful. And one of the things that I've encountered the past 2 years is mental health. mental health for our students. Anxiety, it's a big factor. Our students don't want to go to school, and it's not because they don't want to go because they don't like scoring, things like that. It's just sometimes it might be a mental situation. And I always tell my students, I can't ask you to do something when you're not mentally here. We need you mentally. So we always encourage our students to go and get resources with our school counselor outside of school. Mental health is very important. It's not fair for teachers to be asking the students, hey, I need for you to go ahead and write me an assignment or write me an essay when they're not mentally here. So for me, mental health is very, very important for our students and even for my staff member. I always tell my staff members, I need you 110% for my students, because that's what our community needs, and same for our students. We want them to be mentally ready for school.
Yeah, caring for people, all aspects of their personality, so that they can
Yes.
be ready to learn. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
Yes, ma'am.
yeah. Okay, well, we've covered all of the questions that I want to ask, but if you have any more thoughts you want to share, that I welcome that. But also, I've got my little banners set up, so I make sure that people know how to reach you guys. But yeah, I'm really proud to have you as a guest and be able to share about this option, because it's I think people don't, maybe, I don't know, I think, anyway, a little historical aside here, but, like, in the 1990s, like in the early days of charter schools in Texas, actually a lot of the charter schools were sort of this recovery model, like similar to Premier High School, right? I think Premier started in the late 90s. And like the other day we were talking to George Gervin Academy, right? Another program that started as a high school, for credit recovery. But now, other types of schools are maybe the ones that get talked about more, but you guys still feel a really important need. And and there's really, if a student is experiencing a lot of anxiety, the family's worried, like, how are they going to be able to complete high school? Well, there is a solution here. And then we just want to help, get the word out about it, so that, more parents and more students can find this option, and that providing hope, so that,
Yes,
they can
yes,
have that bright future that they want.
yes, ma'am. I highly encourage our viewers who are watching to follow us on Facebook. Follow us on Facebook. We'll be posting our open houses for the summer. Come in, check out our school, ask the questions, even give us a phone call. Just give us a phone call and ask us, hey, can I speak to the director or even my secretary? She'll gladly explain to you guys how the program works. We can set up an appointment. You don't need to apply if you don't want to apply. You just want to know a little bit about our school. Within a few months, whenever the open enrollment for next year starts, we'll be having a Saturday open house. So people who are interested, parents who are interested, students who are interested for next year, they can come in, because I know sometimes summer can get a little bit hectic with traveling, vacation. So we'll try and provide that for you guys. So follow us on Facebook, and we'll have all of that information on there. If you just want to know a little bit of our school, what we have been doing this past year, follow us and you can see all that stuff. The fun information from our school.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna get that. Sorry, I didn't have the Facebook banner ready yet. So I'll get that one ready. Um, let's see. But yeah, but it's really easy to find. So anyone searches like Premier High School and then look for the Ingram. But yeah, it's Premier High School San Antonio Ingram is the Facebook page. But yeah, it's a great page, because you guys have lots of updates there. So so I guess there's the overall website for all the Premier High School, the 50 plus of them, right, from El Paso to Texarkana, right, is premierhighschools.com. And I'm saying everything out loud because sometimes the people on the podcast, they can't see the screen. So
No, no, it's okay. Yeah. So we right now we are accepting applications for this school year. When parents apply, please make sure whenever you're applying, on the top right corner of the application, that you change it to the school year. For some reason, it's taking them for next year. You won't find in our school, because again, we're not enrolling for next year until late April, early May. That's when our enrollment package will start being provided for the public. But if you guys are planning on applying, just make sure that on the top right corner you change the school year to the school year.
yeah. Well, and you made a good point. Like, even if a family, isn't putting their application in yet, they can still, they can call, right? So, and that number, so 830-587-4730. So they can call, they can ask, they can speak to you, they can, speak to a team member, visit the campus, talk about their family situation, what they need for their students. So, like, the research, that process can already start, even before the packet becomes available, right? You said late April, early May.
Yes, ma'am.
and they can come and visit the campus, right? The address,
Yes.
it's 6218 Northwest Loop 410. So kind of near Ingram Road, right? So that's where the Ingram name comes from.
Yes, ma'am. So that's our address 6218 Northwest Loop 410. Parents, I highly encourage if you want to come and just visit our school, come in during the school year. Give us a call first that you're planning on coming in, and we'll let you know what days would be the best. So you can kind of see our school in action. During the summer, not so much. You'll see empty classrooms, you'll see the setup, but so you can kind of see how our students are working in their classrooms, in their carols, how our classes are functioning. So you'll see the whole thing in action during the school year.
Yeah. Yeah. They are, right? They're making a lot of progress.
Mhm. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Busy kids. Okay. Good. Well, Gustavo, are there any closing thoughts you want to offer? I guess I appreciate how you want to welcome families. Just call first and make sure it's a good time. You can and like you said, visit during the school year when you can see how it really works on campus, and then apply and get ready over the summer, and then their students can join.
Yes, ma'am. No, thank you again. For allowing us to come in to your live and just letting the public know that we are here for our students. We are a 9 through 12 grade high school, and we do provide a high school diploma. It's not a GED. We are accredited by the state of Texas, rated A 2 years ago. They haven't been out yet, but we always work extremely hard to ensure our students meet their goals, as well with parents, that they are coming in and the students are meeting their goals for their kids. And we're committed for our students, from the students all the way to the teacher to myself. We are here for our community.
Yeah. Well, thank you. You and your are filling a really important need in the community, and for teenagers who want to have lots of options for their future, and you're providing that hope for them that even if maybe things weren't going smoothly for them, they can still achieve their dreams. That's really important.
Yes, ma'am. It's never too late. It's never too late.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, great. Okay. Well, thank you so much for joining me, and I'll get in touch with you and figure out when I can come to campus.
Yes, it will be great to see you, ma'am. I look forward to that email. And again, thank you to everyone that's listening right now. Hope to hear from everyone or some of you guys, and I'm here to assist any needs that you guys may have. I always ask, I never say, well, they may not be a good fit for the school. Come and check it out. Yeah, you never know. You'll be surprised. Maybe your student might like it. Maybe you might like it. So thank you again for having me.
Okay. Take care. Have a great evening.
Thank you.